I know that's awful to say for me, but as a fat person, but we're gonna have to learn how to start riding bikes. Granted, I don't know how to ride a bike. What we gonna do about that? Who gonna teach me how to ride a bike? I wanna ride a bicycle. Who gonna teach me how to ride a bike? Hmm. I need to learn how to ride a bike. Period. I can't imagine if you have an SUV, especially if you have one of those vans. I can't. Back to some what this was serious news. This period. All of this is serious because it's ridiculous that now when you have a little sedan, my baby cousin, she has a little sedan and she said she has to pay almost $40 for gas. Last year I paid $20 and went to Atlanta and almost got to Alabama and came back and still had some gas in there. So I don't know if you heard, I heard this morning and I found it to be very disturbing and scary. Young Thug's baby's mother of his child, Lakevia Jackson, shot and killed after argument over a bowling ball. Stuff like this discouraged the hell out of me. It's like you can't get in an argument with nobody anymore. I'm not arguing with nobody anymore. Somebody threatened me last week on freaking I forgot what it was one of these the ones that I'm showing you right now, these blogs I'm showing you that has different type of news. They threatened me on one of the thing, and I was talking to this person, and I mean, he just made a big deal. He was basically saying, "Well, I'm not somebody to play with. So if I roll up on you, what you gonna do? Or if you roll up on me, you gonna really threaten my life over a small art? First and foremost, it wasn't an argument; it was a misunderstanding. But child, these kids are killing everybody. But Young Thug and his family during his it says according to WSB TV, that's Channel 2 News for all of you guys who live in Atlanta, Georgia area. The mother of his child, I refuse to say baby mother, I'll say mother of child, 31-year-old Lakevia Jackson was shot and killed at a Atlanta bowling alley. Why is all these issues starting at bowling alleys these days? Because I was thinking about going one. Just going there to have fun, just to be around people again, because I ain't been around people since last year. Why are we fighting at bowling alleys? Bowling alley is a place where middle age people go to. I remember my grandmother used to take us to. I see she's gonna be mad if I say that. My rights are gonna get red. But when I was younger, we used to go to the bowling alley. Bowling alley, we used to go there. We used to go to the bowling alley. There was one in my hometown, and I don't know what happened to it. It got replaced by a storage room. And then we started going to one in Conyers, and we had fun. So there are kids there because it's a family place to go. It says the report police said they were called to the Metro Fun Center, an entertainment venue with a skating rink, a bowling alley, and more just before 11 p.m. Her death was a result of an argument over a bowling ball. We talk about conflict resolution time and time again, and once again, this is an escalated dispute over a bowling ball. And APD homicide commander Lieutenant Ralph Woolfolk said, "We have talked with her family to confirm this report. Police are currently looking into a male suspect." And then that's the bitch ass part about it. It's a dude. Are you serious? You're a man, okay? I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Even if I'm taller than you and I'm a woman, I'm pretty sure you still have more strength than me because you're a man. There's no need for you to shoot me, okay? And I don't care what she said to him. There's no need for her to get shot. This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate because she's also a mother. Her life was taken away because of an argument over a bowling ball. We this petty? My hearts and thoughts and prayers goes out to Lakevia Johnson's family. Did I say her name right? Lakevia Jackson's family. I'm sorry. This is reading ridiculous. So the Ukrainian president is pleading with the United States. Why is this making me emotional? I think I'm PMSing. I just, I just don't like stuff like that. It bothers me. Like her life was taken. Understand, this lady is the same age as me. Me and her are both 31 years old. I can't imagine my life being taken over a bowling ball. So I'm not. This is why I try to stay out of conflict. You know, it's because people just want to fight just because they're frustrated. You know, you're not making enough money to pay the rent. You're not making enough money to take care of your children. And you go to a bowling alley to chill out. And then you over here, you fussing with somebody over a bowling ball. Like, that doesn't make any sense. This is on ballalert.com, and I am going to turn the volume up so you can hear what the Russian president, not the Russian, Ukrainian president has to say. It says Ukrainian President Zelensky asked the U.S. to do more in their effort to protect Ukraine from Russia. President Joe Biden responded to what he considers a convincing message. Sleepy Joe is trying to figure out how to get us out of debt. We owe China everything. This is sad. We can't bail you out. I know for a fact because we can't bail ourselves out. They still owe Americans some checks. Okay. People who talk about, hey, I need some money to take care of some stuff. You still owe Americans some checks because they lost money because some people the whole year 2020 they were not working. So you still owe some Americans some checks. So let's see what President Zelensky has to say. I don't know how to start this over. Oh no. Okay.
Know what kind of defense systems we need, S-300 and other similar systems. You know how much depends on the battlefield.
Sorry.
On the ability to use aircraft, powerful, strong air aviation to protect our people, our freedom.
The American people are answering President Zelensky's call for more help, more weapons for Ukraine to defend itself, more tools to fight Russian aggression. And that's what we're doing. In fact, we started our assistance to Ukraine before this war began, as they started to do exercises along the Ukrainian border, the Russians, starting in March of last year. We took the threat of Putin invading very seriously, and we acted on it. We sent Ukraine more security assistance last year, $650 million in weapons, including anti-air and anti-armor equipment, before the invasion.
We gotta stop. Let me stop. Let's say,
Ladies and gentlemen, friends.
I'll stop this for a minute because I'm gonna give my little 2 cents on this. First and foremost, you got money to get them weapons, girl. Hey, while you at it, why don't y'all pay for me to eat for the next 8 months? Pay for me and get an apartment because I ain't beefing with nobody. I see what this is. Yeah. Since we're gonna stay on the topic about the Ukraine, some Krusty the Clown decide to steal bulletproof vests for people who are volunteering and doing medical work in the Ukraine. They decided to steal 400 bulletproof vests in New York. Yeah. Stupid is as stupid does. But in the same sense, if you look at these cities and some of the crimes that are happening in the cities, I'm not surprised that bulletproof vests were stolen. I don't know what kind of life everybody's living, so I can't tell people how to live their life. You know what you do what seems fit for you. You think what you're doing is right, that's on you. But if it's wrong and you know it's wrong, it's wrong. And this is wrong. There's people who are trying to help the people in Ukraine. And you took something that could keep them from getting hurt, from getting shot at, and you chose to steal from volunteers. My hearts and prayer goes out to the people in the Ukraine. My hearts and prayer goes out to the people who are volunteering and doing medical work in the Ukraine. I already kind of gave my 2 cents on the Ukraine. My account on U42 might get taken down for what I said. I ain't gonna repeat it. I'm not gonna repeat what I said. Let me see if I got any more news about why is that lady looking like that in the video. Oh, it's the ice video. Do I have any more news about the Ukraine? We'll figure out in the end. I want to keep it going because I want to keep it in order. I'm not shocked since now you have to have dental insurance. It says a dentist in Wisconsin purposely damaged patients' teeth in order to boost his profit. I think that's what that dentist did to my teeth years ago. I remember I went in for a root canal, and ever since that root canal, I had tooth problems. Granted, you know, another issue I've had with my teeth is I eat ice. I be chomping on ice, and I have a sugar problem. Not sugar problem like diabetes, but I like to eat candy. So I would have been a perfect patient for this douchebag. But yeah, once you start going to the dentist, it's like going to a doctor and it seems like you have 20,000 problems and a dude ain't one. It says a Wisconsin dentist who intentionally damaged patients' teeth to boost profit and rake in millions was found guilty of healthcare fraud and other charges. You remember last year when they were talking about these basketball players got arrested because they had was it healthcare insurance or dental care insurance, and they all said they had to get surgery on one tooth, and it was like this little scheme going on with that. I wonder if he's part of this scheme, but the man got to eat. I'm not saying it's all right that it's okay, but being a dentist is not as profitable as you think. I mean, even though I'm gonna say this, looking at some of the ice videos that's on Instagram and YouTube, he should be making money because these people be sitting up here eating bricks for ice. So I know people be going to the dentist. For some reason, they missing this guy. So yeah. And you got, even when you were like just doing
So there's no victim here, and that's why
I'm sorry. Why does this do this to me? Why is this doing this to me? Okay, but yeah. So moving right along. Y'all, Stevie J disrespected this black journalist by getting sloppy toppies. So let's hear what she has to say. I feel bad for her. I feel bad that he disrespected her platform.
I do feel like after watching it back, it was disrespectful. So I want to be clear, but I'm not sitting here emotional or sad about that. I think for me, it's the disgusting comments like, you liked it, that's why you sat there. Oh, you were getting sexual pleasure out of this. Oh, you liked that he was flirting with you. Let me tell you something. There's not a thing that Stevie J could ever say to me.
Period.
To really enjoy that type of behavior from a man I didn't ask it from. Okay.
Period.
I believe in consent. And that's what some of you are failing to realize. At the end of the day, where people are like getting flustered and there's a blurry line, it's about consent. I never consented to being a part of any type of bedroom behavior that Stevie J decided to do. And that's where it is really messing with me, how people are turning this on me.
I'm sorry.
So there's no victim here. And that's why I want everybody to understand I'm not woo-hoo and boo-hoo and crying. I do feel like after watching it back, it was disrespectful. So I want to be clear. But I'm not sitting here emotional or sad about that. I think for me, it's the disgusting comments like, you liked it, that's why you sat there. Oh, you were getting sexual pleasure out of it.
And I have to agree with her. I didn't know that people thought that she liked it. Nobody wants anything from Stevie J. Stevie J is trash. He's proven that he's trash. And it's disgusting. And when you're flustered, you don't know what to do. You're just sitting there and you're like, oh my God, what is going on? What is happening? Why is this happening to me? What do I do? Do I turn the camera off? Do I disconnect from this person? What do I do? Shout out to her, to Leah A. Henry. Poor thing. You didn't deserve that. You did not deserve that. And he disrespected you and your platform. So that's awful. He's a disgusting piece of shit. So, screw Stevie J. Now this one right here, y'all been hearing about this for decades, okay? But we're in the age of Aquarius, so what is done in the dark will come to light all the time. All the time. It always comes to light all the freaking time. Okay, so it says 4 Disney employees among 100 people arrested in Operation March Sadness 2 human trafficking bust. It says 4 Disney employees have been arrested as part of a massive human trafficking sting in Florida. The 6-day undercover, dubbed Operation March Sadness 2, began on March 8th and concluded on March 14th, headed by the Polk County Sheriff's Office. Detective poses underage people online and engaged with the suspect who believed they were having sexual conversation with children. Authorities also work diligently to identify and free anyone who is forced into prostitution and arrest suspects looking to pay for sex online with human trafficking victims and escorts. The Disney employees arrested include 27-year-old lifeguard Xavier Jackson, who allegedly sent sexual photos to a detective he believed was a 14-year-old girl. Cafe worker, 24-year-old Waloxen Fidel, and 45-year-old IT staffer Ralph Less were arrested for seeking prostitute online, though it does not appear they were seeking children. All 3 men have been arrested on unpaid leave, and 27-year-old software developer arrested who previously worked for Disney was never officially employed with the company. Y'all know for decades, people have been saying that kids go missing at Disney and stuff like that. I'm going to say it's allegedly, so I have to use the word allegedly. People have been saying for decades that kids go missing at Disney and never to be seen again. And people always believe there was some weird pedophilic stuff going on with Disney. Let's not talk about some of the things they say about Disney, like the guy, Walt Disney himself. Let me tell y'all this. Like I said, and this is my signature on my podcast, this is Lady Tiffany Ma, These Walls Are Thin. This namely, These Walls Are Thin. What is done in the dark always comes to light. Always comes to light. Don't get it twisted. They're gonna always catch you. Okay, it's like Pokemon out here. And these police officers are underpaid, overworked, and so they want an excuse to attack someone. And the last thing you want to be right now is a pedophile. Nobody likes pedophiles. Nobody likes those people. Okay. For you to think it's okay to do these things is sad. It's crazy. It's sad. So yeah. People have been saying this for years. So it shouldn't be shocking. Because you don't know what sick people. I mean, I feel like sometimes to some extent it feels like the mascots go too far. Okay. The next story is a New Jersey man charged with unaliving a 6-year-old allegedly abused boy, forced him to run on treadmill because he was overweight. A New Jersey man has been arrested and charged after allegedly abusing his 6-year-old son. In one of his alleged incidents, the man is accused of forcing his son to run on a treadmill. 6-year-old boy was pronounced dead on April 2nd, 2021, after his father, 29 years old, you get a kid, right? Christopher Gregor, took him to the hospital because he was experiencing nausea, shortness of breath, and later that day, the boy started to have seizures and passed away. What is wrong with your kid being chunky? And at 6 years old, 9 out of 10 times, it's because they it's baby fat. And then, I mean, you know, you let the kid go outside and play. I mean, with today's technology, kids don't go outside and play no more. So there was no need for him to do all that. It's crazy. Oh, that's okay. Some stuff left. It said during a post-mortem investigation, it says the Ocean County Medical Examiner Office had found several bruises and hemorrhaging of the liver, CNN reports. The officer determined the boy's cause of death was blunt impact injury of the chest and abdomen with lacerations of the heart. The manner of death was determined to be a homicide. Like I said, you know, kids don't go outside these days, but there's no reason for them to be running on treadmills. That's crazy. Y'all know what should happen to him. He should go to prison for life for that. Before we talk about these celebrity feuds, or Jussie, let's see. Let's see if we got something else. Oh, I gotta talk about this. This story had me laughing. And I don't know why. I laughed for a good 3 hours. And it's okay. So it says the assistant principal fired for reading a Need a New Butt book to second graders. So we're going to listen to this video. We're not going to listen to the whole video because it's like 2 minutes. But we're going to listen to the video. I don't know what this man was thinking.
An assistant principal is fired after the school district states the book he chose to read to second graders was inappropriate.
12 News' Town Talk caught up with the former Hinds County School District educator and administrators. Tal?
Yeah, the former assistant principal at Gary Road Elementary says he felt reading the intended quirky book with a suggested age range from 4 to 10 years old was harmless and humorous, but the Hinds County School District thought otherwise. In his 2 decades as an educator, Toby Price says he never would have believed he'd be terminated from reading a picture book.
That's a kid's book
for a class of second graders.
I was asked to schedule a Zoom where we were going to have a guest reader with the second graders. The Zoom reader didn't show, so I called them and texted them, and I didn't hear back. So I was told to go ahead and read.
Price was the assistant principal at Gary Road Elementary in Byram for 3 years.
First and foremost, can we talk about this? Who wrote a kid's book talk about I need a new butt? It's a kid's book? You think this was a biography of an Instagram model? The fudge?
Controversy surrounding this book called I Need a New Butt, a seemingly silly and funny book, according to Price.
It's like any kid, his imagination is running wild about what he's got to do to fix what he's done.
A letter from Superintendent Delisha Martin cites unnecessary embarrassment, a lack of professionalism, and impaired judgment on Price's part.
I was very upset. I'm not going to lie. I did what I could to dry my face up.
The Hinds County School District tells 12 News over the phone that they can't comment due to pending litigation.
The book is available on Hinds County's own ebook program.
Wow.
For students.
Joel Dillard is representing the former Hinds County assistant principal.
There is a problem in the state in particular with respecting the rights of teachers to speak out.
Public hearing. There will be an upcoming public hearing on the matter involving Hinds County.
Who writes a book called I Need a New Butt? To children. I thought the book was about a BBL. It's a little boy. about this. I'm gonna show you the title. I hope I don't get flagged for this. This is the image of the boy in front of the thing. Look at this. You can show booty now. Oh my gosh. Ugh. And he says about a boy who did something to himself. I don't even want to know what he did to hurt himself. I'm gonna tell you this. When I was younger, I accidentally
is fired after the school district.
I accidentally put soap down there, but I'm not gonna write a kid's book about it. Really? I'm not mad at the assistant principal. I'm mad at. I should have did the Boosie News together, but I'm not mad at the assistant principal because they said the book was available on the school's site. So who parents got upset about this? I will never understand. But if it's a book that is on the school site and that it's okay for you, this is like approved literature, then it should be no issue. But I have an issue with the freaking cover. Like, I'm gonna keep it moving. Who writes a book about a book? But if you want to talk about a kid doing something they have no business doing, how about pencil up the nose? Crayon in the nose, okay? There was an episode on The Simpsons where Homer got a crayon stuck in his nose and they found out that's why he's so stupid. I don't even want to know what this little boy did to his butt. So yeah. Next story I want to talk about. I'm not trying to keep y'all long. But it says a former CNN anchor Chris Cuomo seeking $125 million arbitration award over alleged wrongful termination. Y'all know him and his brother are in trouble for harassment accusations. So he wants $125 million. I don't know how much they paid this man, but if they was supposed to pay him a certain amount because he signed a contract to do some work and then they wrongfully terminate him, I don't know how to feel about that. See, I have something against when people take take food out of people's mouths. I have an issue with that. I have a problem with that. But, you know, I don't know. And he should have known when his brother got accused that they were going to come and see what he did too. Because people loved him and his brother a little bit too much. Can't be loved by many and hated by few. Because sometimes a few will take you down. Okay, so next story that I found, it says man shoots and kills wife's lover after finding them in bed having sex in his house. Why you take it out on her lover? He don't know that dude. He don't know this dude. He don't know him. One, and why? So according to the New York Post, Tyler Lamar Jenkins, 26, was hit with a second-degree murder. The problem is right there. He's immature. There's a better way of handling this. So once again, you took another life for no apparent reason. I know a lot of dudes feel like that. Oh, if I find somebody messing with my wife, I'm going to kill him. Okay, and you're going to end up in jail for the rest of your life. Your wife going to end up with another dude because you can't get conjugal visits because you're in life for prison. So you done lost her forever, dude. You're gonna be in life for the rest of your life. You're gonna be in prison for the rest of your life for that. That's life in prison, friend. Was it worth it, dumbass? I don't know if I have a video for this. But it seems that people are feeling some kind of way these days. They're in their feelings. I found out about this. This is like an old story. But I'm gonna bring it up because I brought up one other story about dealing with kids and race. And it says, white student at private Louisiana school arrested after throwing cotton balls at a black student and then whipping him with the belt. Let's see. I think CPS need to go visit his parents. That's what I think. People have shown sentiments for a very long time, like America was at its best during these time periods. You do understand a whole civil war broke out. And I'm going to say this, the Civil War was not about, they tell you it's about slavery, it was about other stuff too. I would break down that history, but my brain is foggy right now, so I can't really break that history down to you. But for some reason, people have a sentiment that the best days America had was when us people of color, us black people, us people who are of African descent, and some of us were already here. Let's not sit up here and act like that's not a possibility. They feel like we're just less than human. We're not people. We don't deserve to be treated the same as everybody. All that stuff. Okay. So I want to read what it said because I like what the police had said. It said, according to report, the 15-year-old student is facing hate crime charges. He was arrested on Tuesday and charged with simple battery and committing a hate crime. Police said his little ass was booked into the Terrebonne Parish Juvenile Justice Center. Oh God. It's the little ass for me. Now, like I said, there's people who feel like they have this sentiment. They don't see black people as people. We're 3/5 of a person. They see us as animals, and they think we should be worked to death and all kinds of craziness. So you got some people who still have that same sentiment. I'm not saying it's right and it's okay, but you got people with that same sentiment. What do you think the KKK is for? What do you think the neo-Nazis are for? And also, they feel the same way about Jewish people too, except for they don't believe in enslaving Jewish people. I don't know why. Like I said, CPS need to be sent to his house because to me, they're showing signs that he was raised to believe that. That's somebody that I would question when he becomes grown, when he adopts African children. Period. I'm not talking about Wendy Williams on here. I'm going to talk about her on my podcast. Oh, yeah, we already talked about this douchebag, his little immature self. You going to jail for the rest of your life. You ain't going to ever be with your wife ever again. You just risk being with somebody for the rest of your life. That's stupid. I'm going to talk about this on my podcast, too. Do I want to talk about this on my podcast? Yeah. Well, so I don't know if you heard about this story about Peter Bernardo Spencer. Basically, he was fatally shot on a camping trip with his coworkers. So I guess there's no charges. And once again, like I said, I tell you guys, there's still people out here who have the sentiment that Black people are not people. I don't understand this. We say Black Lives Matter, and y'all get mad when we say Black Lives Matter. And then y'all still do this. Then on top of that, there was no charges. He didn't do anything. We can't go camping, huh? All right. Here's another one. It says, man kills sexual partner after finding out he was HIV positive, then steal his identity. And to people out there, you still can get HIV, but it's not as a death sentence as it was back in the day. There's still treatments that can keep you alive, and you can be with someone who is HIV positive and not get HIV. Okay, there's medications for that. So you're going to jail for life because you didn't want to die, because you have not updated your information about something that has been a decades long issue. It says a Hawaiian man is facing murder charges for brutally killing his lover once finding out he was HIV positive. The gruesome details were uncovered when Lauren Ruby requested a welfare check for his brother, 73-year-old Gary Ruby. Lauren told the police he had spoken to his brother in 3 weeks. In their last conversation, Gary revealed that he was seeing a significantly younger man, 23-year-old Juan Tejerdo Barre. Okay, can I say this? I low-key don't think he killed him for that. He used it as an excuse because he thinks he's going to get a lighter sentence because, like I said, there's still a stigma around HIV and AIDS. He used that as an excuse because he thinks the police going to be like, oh, okay, well, you didn't want to get AIDS or HIV. HIV. But I think he had planned on killing this man the whole time. Okay, let's read the last part. It says, when police arrived at the home located in the 300 blocks of Lelekupu Place on Hawaii Lau Ridge on March 7th, they found Barron, who claimed to have purchased the house from Gary 5 years earlier. Once confronted with the fact that Gary had only been living in the home for 2 years, Barron changed his story, telling police he bought the house from the missing man 2 years ago. The next day, police searched the home and excavated a bathtub filled with cement, where they located Gary's body encased in substance. Y'all, like I said, he just used it as an excuse. You going to jail for life. Was that worth it? I'm gonna say it again. Was that worth it? And like I said, it wasn't over the fact that he was HIV positive. He just used the HIV positive as an excuse. He just wanted to steal the man's stuff and take the man's stuff. Okay. Let's see. It says, woman in Nevada stabbed man during sex as revenge for allegedly killing Iranian general in 2020. This reminds me of a movie I saw with Rumi. What's her name? Her name is Numi. Where she was playing this woman. She was acting like she was from another country. She was acting like she was from a different country she was from. But she actually was from one country and she was Jewish. Her whole family was killed by Nazis. This reminds me of that movie. So let's see what this case is about. It says a woman in Nevada is accused of stabbing a man during sex as revenge for killing an Iranian general in 2020. Nika Nukalbin 21, had been charged with attempted murder, battery with deadly weapon, and burglary after she allegedly stabbed a man that she met online. After meeting virtually, the two physically met up at Sunset Station Hotel on March 5th and rented a room together. The Guardian reports. The two started having sex at some point. Nicobin blindfolded the man and flipped the lights off. Moments later, the man felt a pain on the side of his neck. The KLAS reports. In police report, authorities stated that Nicobin killed the man as revenge against U.S. troops for killing Qasem Soleimani in 2020. Soleimani was a top general in Iran's military. U.S. forces killed him during a drone strike. After getting stabbed, the man pushed Nicobin away, ran out of the room, and called the police. When the police arrested Nicobin, she told them that she wanted revenge. The woman is set to appear in court for preliminary hearing on March 24th. There are no details on the status of the man. It didn't specify if he was the one that did, but the U.S. military did kill him. That's crazy. Here's another crazy case right here. It says, Army sergeant kills girlfriend because she laughed at him when he professed his love. Yeah. And she was a student on top of that. But why was she laughing at him when he professed his love? I don't understand that. Like, why she thought that was funny. I don't get people in the psychology behind it. I mean, you understand if you're insecure, you don't profess your love to anybody, but I don't understand why she laughed. Why it was so funny to her. Did she not feel the same way about him? And even if she didn't feel the same way about him, the way these guys work these days, honey, you got to be careful. You know, her name was Anitra Gunn. My heart goes out to Anitra Gunn and her family. She did not deserve this. I don't know why these children are so insecure. As someone who's been rejected on multiple occasions, I never thought to kill the person who rejected me, because I have a life to live and I want to live it outside of prison. No, crazy. Let's see. Do I have another story I want to talk about? I kind of want to get in deep. I know we've been over here for an hour. I kind of want to go in deep on this Jocelyn Hernandez thing. There's so many stories and cases out there, but I kind of want to end on a lighter note. Y'all. So earlier this week, one of the girls on Jocelyn's Cabaret came out and said that I'm gonna give you the account from one of the girls on there. I can't find. I don't think I saved it, but there's an account and it's from Gaia on what happened. But long story short, basically this girl said that they said she pressed charges. She got beat up by Ballistic and Jocelyn. This has been a problem from day one on this show. I talked about it on my podcast on both platforms. And this has been a problem period on the show, which is Jocelyn can put her hands on you, but you can't put your hands on Jocelyn. So I want you guys to hear Mother Gaia's account about what happened to this young lady. Oh Lord, y'all didn't hear me say that.
Nah, because if they gonna put that shit on national TV, bro, Ballistic just pulled out Amber's fucking hair, bro. That shit is domestic violence. This shit is not about no TV shit no more. I don't give a fuck if they put me on the show or not. Fuck them. That shit is fucked up. Fuck network, because they kept trying to get me to go back in there and fight and shit. They literally kept trying to push me back in there when they were literally all fighting each other. Hell nah, bro. The fuck? I don't give a fuck none of that shit no more. I don't give a fuck if they put me on the show. They might not even air it at this point. We didn't even get to fucking do the reunion. Amber was beating Jocelyn's ass, so Ballistic literally pulled her fucking hair and pulled out a big chunk of scalp. Jocelyn looked like she was cracked the fuck out. She looked like she was on cocaine. She was literally had whiskey in her fucking hand. She had alcohol in her fucking hand. My mother is a fucking alcoholic. Hell no. Everybody was drinking and smoking and shit. I'm still sober. Did nothing happen to me, bro, because I'm a real fighter, bro. I'm not about to be doing all that fucking dirty ass street fighting and shit, bro. What the fuck? I cannot believe that just happened. I'm literally traumatized, y'all. That was literally so terrible. It was so traumatizing. Something told me, they kept trying to get me to go back down there. I left. Zeus Network is sketchy as fuck. I literally left. Like, the fights kept breaking out. Literally, as soon as we started filming, they started fucking fighting, bro. And I was like, nah, shit, this is not a place to have an intelligent conversation. This is not a place for intelligent women to have intelligent conversation. I left. And they were like, Gaia, no, we need you on the show. Please come back. Please come back. Please come back down here. Telling me to come back. Telling me to come back down there and shit. And I was like, hell no, do y'all hear that? Meanwhile, they're like, oh no, everything's safe. Everything's safe. They're like telling me to my face, everything is safe. And I hear downstairs. I'm like, bitch, what the fuck do you mean it's safe? I can literally hear them all fighting. I can literally hear them fighting. What you mean it's safe? They're like, no, please just come back down there. Just come back down there. What, so you can see me fight and get beat the fuck up on TV? Dude, I feel so bad for Amber. Amber beat Jocelyn's ass though. Amber was beating Jocelyn's ass, so Ballistic fucking hit her. That shit is not okay, bro. What the fuck? It don't matter just because it's on camera. You sign a contract, the fuck, that's still a crime. So that means if you sign a contract and somebody shoots you with a gun for TV. Exactly. Yeah, because it's on TV, let's film it. And let's take a gun and let's shoot you in your fucking stomach. Oh, you can't arrest me because it's for TV, so I shot you in the fucking stomach. So you're saying if you rob a fucking bank but you record it? Oh, just kidding, police. Yeah, I know we robbed the fucking bank, but it's for a TV show. What do you mean? I know we stole $80,000. That's still a fucking crime. The fuck? Jocelyn's going to burn in hell, bro. This Hollywood shit is something else, bro. Nah, because if they gonna put that shit on national TV, bro, Ballistic just pulled.
I'm gonna say this. I gotta say this because I gotta say this. This is not to like counter say what she said or whatever, but what I'm gonna basically say is that you knew they were fighting like that on that show. Yeah. They knew that. They knew that before they got on the show. Now, this time it has gotten bad. The other time where girls were fighting Jocelyn and beating up on Jocelyn or Jocelyn was beating up on the girls, I've heard that Jocelyn has been beating up on the girls. I mean, I don't know if y'all saw the reunion last season, but basically Jocelyn was throwing a candelabra at a girl's head. And Ballistic was okay with it. So to continue this, she has no remorse for this, even though her and her whack ass husband has came out and said that they did not condone anything like that or ballistic beating up on girls and stuff like that. So Jocelyn, she has a message. She says, "Forever my hoes, you work for me until you die." No, you work for Zeus until you die, boo. Okay. So then we keep it moving. Because this is one of those things that has been a saga all week. They came out with an apology yesterday, and then here she goes again, smarting off at the mouth. She said, "Same way I made y'all, the same way I'm gonna break y'all. Nobody owns me, though. But you just said you to condone that." You just said you didn't condone this. You and Ballistic did not do anything like this. Let me tell y'all something. She going to jail. Ballistic and her are going to go to jail. It's either that or they're gonna mess with the wrong person and they're gonna knock everybody into next week. That's just period. That's just period. Trying to see if I got any more stuff I want to talk about. I think I already talked about the man. Something like that. I'm staying on the Lori Smith Fields case, y'all. I'm sticking to this case. If there's any more updates on this case, I'm looking for it. I'm gonna stick to this case. Let's see what else. Do they have anything else? And this is what she mean when she said, when they said Mortal Kombat. She said Mortal Kombat. This is a young lady crying.
Steady attacking just. Yeah, Amber. You gonna keep running up and she gonna keep doing it to your ass. She gonna drop kick your ass again. He was airing it on, geeking it up when she kicked me. But as soon as I deck her ass, now you want to rush me? What the fuck you think this is? This ain't Jocelyn's world. This ain't Jocelyn's life. Jocelyn will get out just like anybody else. And that's why I'm pressing, because y'all did that for their protection, and that's not right. Ballistic put his hands on me. Y'all should have held him back until the police got there, and y'all should have let him go to jail. I gotta protect me, and he should have never got to me.
He should have never got to her. He should have never touched her. But yeah, he's going to jail. She going to jail too. Crack is whack, people. Crack is whack. You know, just stop. I said, okay. No, it's not going to show up on here that I remove some stuff. Crack is bad for you. Okay? 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 Marijuana is bad, okay? Your mommy, you got it's just, and that's the umpteenth time somebody has said that they were like, doing this. It's like, really? I hope you guys enjoyed today's thingy. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing this. I can't wait to do it more. Like I said, I just want to spread my YouTube wings and see where it takes me. So thank you guys for watching me. I will be back on here every Friday at around 7. So thank you guys for watching me. And if you want to catch me on my platform. Catch me on These Walls Are Thin, and on U42's Tiffany's Epiphanies. With that being said, thank y'all for listening to me tonight talk about these crazy cases. And like I said, I want to lighten the load off because I spend a lot of my time on my podcast talking about these stories when I just want to get to the story that I'm doing that day and this case study that's going on that day. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys. Y'all know I'm always outie. Bye.